Thank God it's Friday. Monday's a brand new start. Wednesday, you're halfway home, and Thursday, the weekend's not far. Saturday and Sunday, you hang with your friends. What can you say about Tuesday? Nothing, not a damn thing. Tuesday bites, Tuesday sucks, Tuesday blows, go away. Tuesday's crap, Tuesday's lame, Tuesday's dumb, go away. Tuesday, Saturday and Sunday, you hang with your friends. But what can you say about Tuesday?
Nothing.
Big bad moon right now.
Yeah, super moon, right?
Yeah, I heard.
Is that today or is it tomorrow?
Couldn't see it last night because it was cloud covered, but
Got up this morning, it was bright as hell.
it did right. But last night and into today was like one of the lowest, biggest moons of the year, I guess. But yeah, pretty.
Is it full tonight or is it this coming night?
I think it was last night.
Okay, gotcha. Super moon. Enjoy it. Don't stare directly at it. It'll ruin your
Yeah, I
eyes.
went outside to try to see it last night, but it was all cloud covered.
Watch out for people wandering around.
Saw a couple
affected
on my
by
way
the
here.
gravity of the moon, right?
A couple of them on my way here.
Yeah, the crazy ex-fiance that I had to move to Wisconsin to get away from, she was a psych nurse, go figure, and she would always tell me about the impact that the moon had on certain people, so, yeah. Be
Good
on the
weather
lookout.
today, though. I mean, right? I mean, that's
Yeah, it looks like another nice day with a high in the upper 60s and plenty of sunshine. Same thing tomorrow and Thursday. And
no threat of rain.
Up near 70 on Friday. No rain in the forecast, which is good. You got some raking to do already?
We purchased a new addition to our lawn
Care?
ensemble. Yes.
What did we get?
We got
weed whacker?
no. We got a battery-powered blower vacuum.
Okay, so
Leaf blower vacuum.
So the handheld
Combo.
backpack?
Combo. Handheld.
Okay. And
We just got it.
are you doing
this
the whole
weekend.
battery assortment where everything takes the same batteries? Like one of the...
Where this takes the same battery as my weed whacker.
All right, so you're transitioning.
We're transitioning.
Okay.
So what we had before was this, I don't know, weird vacuum we got a number of years ago, and the battery died, and the battery replacement alone
Was more
than a whole new unit. It was so dumb.
That was what happened when we broke our glass top stove that we got for Christmas from my in-laws. I was making a brisket, and the brisket seared to the bottom of the pot, created a hot point, and then cracked the glass, and then they wouldn't replace. Even though I sent in all the pictures, they said, no, you obviously dropped something on that. And I'm like, no, I didn't actually. I was in the house when it happened. And then they basically told me, the store we bought it from was like, yeah, it'll cost almost as much to replace the stove as it would to replace the top of it.
Get a
So
new
just
top.
buy a new stove.
Yeah.
And that's what we did.
So we haven't had one in a number of years because we're like, well, forget it. We'll deal with that later, and now is later. And then the other thing we had was we got from an old neighbor years and years and years ago an electric leaf blower, which was great, but you're limited, right? And cords and stuff. So it just came in. We opened up the box. So
all I know, what's today? Today is October 7th. 2 weeks from today, on October 21st, I don't care what the weather is. I don't care what the hell's going on. I'm taking my brand new riding lawnmower out of my shed after I get home with it and stick it in there on the 20th. And I'm mowing my lawn with my brand new riding lawnmower that I'm getting because my parents are dead.
right, not brand new.
It's pretty close. I mean, I don't think Dad spent a lot of time on it after they moved into this place they were living at. So, yeah, not brand new, but new to me and almost brand new in terms of how many hours are on it. So I'm looking forward to that bad boy. Going there to get it this week. And, looking forward to the 21st, mowing my lawn with a brand new lawnmower.
Well, I'll let you know how it goes. The new combo.
All right.
Charging the battery right now.
I want to get one of those
speak.
backpack ones. That when I used to work for the city of Manchester, New Hampshire, we had those backpack ones. And, man, they were powerful as hell. and they had the arm, and it just felt really cool.
When I was on the BOD for Oktoberfest, they have one, and when I'd clean up the grounds down there,
you could blow those leaves to Minnesota.
Oh yeah, but after a while, you're like, okay, this is heavy. This is heavy. Right. I can get this thing off.
Lots of other stuff going on this morning that is not lawn care related. We'll, of course, talk to Greg Bills of the Wisco Sports Show just after 8 a.m. We'll recap our Week 5 Pigskin Picks, see how we did. It's also National Taco Day. Did you know that?
No, but it's a Tuesday, so
we'll be talking tacos.
Good deal.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene on your rock station.
I hate seeing these stories. Unfortunately, it happens all too often. And we know plenty of people in this industry, and they've told us the same damn thing. Juneau County authorities arresting 2 people after uncovering what they call a significant case of animal neglect.
Oh, yeah, I saw.
Last Friday, deputies going to a residence after reports of animals running at large in Plymouth Township turned out nearly 400 animals were living in and around on this property where these 2 people were neglecting. 5 horses, 81 dogs, 10 puppies, 136 chickens, 35 goats, 126 rabbits, and a partridge in a pear tree. Because of the number of animals, people from a dozen shelters and rescue organizations around the region coming in to help the Cooley Region Humane Society, Chasing Daylight Animal Shelter, Driftless Humane Society, and the Trempealeau County Humane Society as well. Other organizations came from Shawano, Madison, and Milwaukee areas. Sheriff's Office said the organizations are working to get the animals care, medical attention, with the goal of rehoming every single one of them. A man and a woman, both arrested and jailed on numerous animal neglect charges. Dean Lorenz and Amy Thomas awaiting court appearances on those charges, but almost 400 animals taken from this property in the Plymouth Township there in Juneau County.
Yeah, you've got to have everybody come help when you're talking about transporting, making sure that they get care of that amount of animals. No one rescue organization is going to be able to handle all that.
No. Foster Poultry Farms announcing a recall of nearly 4 million pounds of chicken, corn dog, and turkey products. The U.S. Department of Agriculture said the products might be contaminated with foreign materials, specifically pieces of wood, in the batter. Biting down on that thing.
Crunchy.
There's all of a sudden a sliver in the top of your mouth or in your tongue. Now, obviously, a corn dog tends to have a stick with it already, but I think this is included in the batter as opposed to the stick itself. Corn dogs, turkey on a stick products sold nationwide, including to the Department of Defense and the U.S. Department of Agriculture commodity food donations. Officials say the California company received several complaints, which comprised of at least 5 that included customer injuries. Anyone with those recalled products should return them to the place of purchase for a refund. If you need more info, obviously you can Google corn dog recall, but nearly 4 million pounds of these chicken, corn dog, and turkey products are being recalled. A house burning down. It belonged to a judge in South Carolina. A state circuit judge named Diane Goodstein and her husband, former Democratic State Senator Arnold Goodstein. The fire was on Saturday. The pictures and video of this thing are incredible as black smoke is billowing out of this house right there on the beach down in South Carolina. And now authorities are investigating that fire that destroyed the island home of a longtime South Carolina judge and her husband, a former state lawmaker. Obviously, thinking arson, somebody maybe who had a bone to pick or something along those lines. Saturday's fire comes a month after Judge Goodstein temporarily blocked the state from handing the Justice Department the personal data of millions of voters. The state Supreme Court overturned her ruling shortly after. A video showing a large blaze, clouds of smoke engulfing the 3-story home. Fire officials said the people had to be rescued from the backyard by kayak.
Holy cow.
The judge, who has served on the bench since 98, was walking her dogs at the time. Her husband was home, jumped out of the back to escape the house. The cause of the fire, not yet, but they're obviously
so lucky
investigating that, and they have suspicions that it was arson. Costco is selling Wegovy and Ozempic at discounted prices. GLP-1s. The Danish drug maker Novo Nordisk said earlier this week that the medications cost only $499 at Costco pharmacies for self-pay Costco members. Costco executive members and Costco Citibank Visa card holders can get another 2% off the discounted price. They've faced competition, obviously, from Zepbound and Mounjaro. Medical spas and telehealth companies also marketing compounded versions of Ozempic and Wegovy. So now they're looking to get those into people's hands and save them some money as well. Wegovy's list price, by the way, is $1,349. So if you can get it for almost
$500,
for almost a third of that, then you're saving some money. But apparently Costco going to be offering up Wegovy and Ozempic at discounted prices going forward for now.
For card members, VIP card members.
And really good news out of the world of rock and roll. Rush.
Oh, my gosh. Sent this to my husband, immediately.
Everybody was
oh, my gosh.
going crazy.
Chicago, trying to figure out how we're going to get to Chicago. 2 nights in Chicago.
Yeah, so they're doing essentially 2 nights in most of the places that they're going to be stopping. Rush, of course, losing Neil Peart and not touring since then. But apparently they have everybody's blessing, and they're going out on the road.
My bass tech had been on tour with Jeff Beck, and he had been working with this drummer named Annika Niles. Talented and powerful. And this is going to be fun. I love the idea of being able to wander over to you, wander over to the drummer, and just be a bass player. So I think we will find ourselves adding a keyboard player.
It will be very liberating for you, and we can start working on the dance routines.
Alex Lifes and Geddy Lee joking about Geddy picking up a keyboardist so he can wander around the stage a little bit more. They've also got the drummer there, as you heard, a German drummer named Annika Niles, who, of course, has got some very large shoes to fill, and I don't think she's trying to fill them. I think she's just maybe trying to do her best, right?
Previously played with Jeff Beck, and they're calling it, the 50-something anniversary tour?
Yeah, so Geddy Lee, Alex Lifeson, at the time, seemed like they were never going to perform as Rush, right? Mm-hmm. Similar to Led Zeppelin, where, Bonzo died, and then they said, that's it, we're not going to be a band anymore. Neil Peart died of brain cancer in 2020. The 3 of them last performed in 2015, so here we are 10 years later. And Geddy said, Alex and I have done some serious soul-searching and come to the decision that we miss it. We effing miss it, I should say. German drummer, of course, going to be replacing, if you will, Neil Peart. Only 12 dates scheduled, kicking off June 7th of next year at the Kia Forum in L.A., which is the last show that Neil was with the band and took place. Mm-hmm. And they're doing, as you mentioned, a couple of dates almost in every city, including Chicago. So
that's about the closest to us as far as the Midwest goes. There's nothing closer that I saw. Neil's widow and daughter, by the way, say they're thrilled to support the tour.
Yeah. Pre-sale begins Thursday at 11:59 p.m.
For super fans, Rush fans, or
general on sale will begin October 17th, so next week. But
fan club stuff, I bet.
Oh yeah, going to be a lot of fan club stuff. But Rush going out on tour, first time in 10 years, crazy. Good for them. It's one of those bands, if you never had a chance, and granted, some people are purists and they're like, without Neil, there won't be Rush and whatever, but, sometimes you just got to, if you never had a chance to see him with Neil, here's your chance.
You're going to get.
And you don't know how many more times they might do this, right? So, yeah. The Who just wrapped up their career. They're not touring anymore, so, yeah. Sports in a bit, some Sabotage in a few. Right now, it's pretty reckless.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com.
That, of course, is the one and only Beastie Boys with Sabotage. Or Sabotage, if you're William Shatner.
I don't say sabotage. You say sabotage. I say sabotage.
I love it. The Shatner. The guy can do whatever he wants, right? William Shatner. I don't say sabotage. I say sabotage.
I say whatever I want.
You don't like it? Tough. Happy Chinooka. My friend Smokey Robinson taught me that one. Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene.
And now the last hope for the Cubs is Dansby Swanson. Brewers pitchers have retired 14 in a row. 1 strike for a 2-0 series lead. Got him! Uribe strikes out the side in the 9th. And the Brewers have a stranglehold in this series. The Milwaukee Magic keeps rolling.
The Brewers bullpen retires the last 15 batters in a row. And the Cubs are on the brink as the series shifts to Chicago.
Yeah, so the Brewers are basically a shoe-in to be in the NLCS against the Dodgers.
So did you hear about the train, the Brewer Express? The Amtrak train.
No.
Okay, it departs tomorrow morning from Milwaukee for Chicago.
Gotcha.
It's going to be decked out to support the Brew Crew.
Nice.
It leaves at like 8:05 in the morning with 2 stops along the way, so all the Brewer fans can get on the
Very nice.
can get on the Amtrak Hiawatha train 332, which has been decked out to support the Milwaukee Brewers. It's going to depart Milwaukee at 8:05, and then a second stop at the airport, and then all the fans can board the train and head down. So that's super fun.
Brewers, of course, with a 7-3 win over the Cubs yesterday, or last night, I should say. They have a commanding 2-0 lead in the NLDS. They are in Chicago tomorrow. Early start, 4:08 p.m. on TBS for Game 3. The other game yesterday was the Dodgers. They beat the Phillies 4-3. They take a 2-0 series lead there as well. Today, the Seattle Mariners are at the Detroit Tigers. That game at 3 o'clock on FS1. Game 3 of that series, it's tied up at 1 apiece. And then the Blue Jays at the Yankees at 7 p.m. on FS1 for Game 3 of that series. Toronto is up 2-0 on New York. Week 5 in the NFL wrapping up last night with the Jaguars beating the Chiefs 31-28. Got a nice little interception return for a touchdown thanks to Devin Lloyd.
On second down. Picked off. Lloyd again. Devin Lloyd. What a year. Still rolling. Down the sideline. One man to beat. Lloyd. Pick 6.
Yeah, essentially 99 yards to the house, Devin Lloyd.
Oh, man.
The funniest play, however, was towards the end of the game as Trevor Lawrence dropped back, fell to the ground, had trouble getting back up, finally got back up on his feet, and then scrambled for what was a 1-yard touchdown with 23 seconds left to go in the game. It looked more like a 30-yard touchdown with the amount of running he had to do to get back and get up and fall down and all that stuff.
Now Lawrence goes down, has to get up, breaks the tackle, touchdown Jason Garrett. He was able to score. Oh, man. One of the more exciting 1-yard touchdown runs you'll ever see.
Yeah.
There's no kidding about that.
31-28, the final score last night as Jacksonville knocks off Kansas City. Week 6 of the NFL regular season kicks off Thursday night with the Eagles at the Giants, 7:15 on Amazon Prime. Packers. Back from the bye week, they will host the Bengals at 3:25 on Sunday. The Lions are at the Chiefs on Sunday Night Football on NBC, and the Bears Monday night at the Commanders in Washington.
The Bears.
Vikings will be on the bye this week after traveling to Ireland and then London. Give them a little bit of a break there as they make it back stateside.
Yeah, they've been on the road for a while, haven't they?
Yeah. NHL regular season kicks off tonight.
As they say in hockey, let's do that hockey.
Blackhawks at Panthers, 4 o'clock. Nice early start on ESPN, followed by the Penguins at the Rangers. That game at 7 o'clock on ESPN. And then the last game of the night is also on ESPN. It's the Avalanche at the Kings at 9:30. WNBA Finals continue tomorrow night with the Vegas Aces at the Phoenix Mercury at 7 o'clock on ESPN. Vegas is up 2-0 in that series. That is what's going on in the world of sports. We'll check in on our Week 5 Pigskin Picks now that the week is over and see how we did.
Mm-hmm.
A bit later on, tomorrow we'll make our Week 6 Pigskin Picks. Seafood paella. So close.
It's like 3 months away.
So close.
3 months.
So close, James.
Mm-hmm.
So close.
Yeah.
Seafood paella. Saffron. Got to get that saffron.
Did you know anybody at the game last night?
Which game?
The Brewery game.
Oh, yeah.
A ton of people.
I saw it. Well, I didn't see it till this morning, obviously, because the game didn't start till like 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I was already well asleep at that point. But, yeah, I got up and scrolling Facebook, and I saw a ton of my friends.
People that were there.
Murph, our friends Kayla and Tony were there. I know Christy Nix was there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I saw a bunch of people that I knew had gone to the game.
How
but
fun.
Yeah, I mean, you may not be able to see him until the next round. You know what I mean?
Which would be the
NLCS. Well, they'll have to lose the next 2 games in Chicago in order to have Game 5 next Saturday. So.
Yes.
But all they need is one in Chicago, and then that series is over, and they're moving on to the NLCS, where they'll likely face the Dodgers.
At home again, though, right? Because they have, don't they?
Yeah, they have home field advantage throughout. So, yeah, they're good. But the Dodgers are a wagon. They're scary.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm just being honest here.
Maybe not that honest.
Lincoln Park in a couple of minutes.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene on your rock station.
Lincoln Park up from the bottom Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Television today and tonight, you've got, of course, Major League Baseball. A couple of games today. FS1, starting at 3 o'clock for the Tigers and Mariners. And then at 7 o'clock, Blue Jays, Yankees. Over on ESPN, you got 3 hockey games kicking off starting at 4 o'clock. NHL regular season getting underway. Sportsing all over the place. Mm-hmm. If you're not interested in NHL action or Major League Baseball, you're in luck. There's plenty of other crap on TV, including Dancing with the Stars. Disney night. It's usually pretty popular, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Disney songs. Over on NBC, it's part 6 of the blind auditions of The Voice. New episode of Murder in a Small Town on Fox. Also a new episode of Doc on Fox. Not our Doc, different Doc. New episode of High Potential on ABC. Also a new episode of On Brand with Jimmy Fallon tonight on NBC. Netflix, you've got a new stand-up special from Matt McClusker. Or McCusker, I should say. McCusker. It's called A Humble Offering.
Yeah, my wife's one of those people, like, she'll talk about anything in front of anybody, and, like, I don't like that, man. Like, we were out together recently, and she turned to me, and she was like, I think you have social anxiety. Like, dude, we're at a party. Shut the up. What are you doing? I'm fine. As long as I eat a tortilla chip every 37 seconds, I'm good. I don't need you going around telling everyone I have party aids or whatever you're making up. Jesus.
Matt McCusker, A Humble Offering, new stand-up special from him on Netflix today. And also on Paramount Plus, the streaming premiere of Ozzy, No Escape From Now.
But I should take pills for fun. No, I take just a lot.
It was in the middle of the night.
Oh, and smack.
He'd broken his neck.
He comes out of surgery and he's far worse.
Having to cancel the tour, his biggest heartbreak. I took Dad to the studio every single day.
He's having a great time. Well, of course, he's making music. He's doing what he loves to do. Oh, and I had a blast. That was the best medicine I ever had. If my life's coming to an end, I really can't complain. I had a great life.
Had a brilliant career, and it ended in a brilliant way.
Yeah. Good luck getting through that whole one. No Escape From Now trailing. The trailer there is on Paramount Plus today, streaming. No Escape From Now. Late night shows. Fallon is new. He's talking to Jennifer Lopez. Kimmel's new with Jeff Bridges, Patricia Arquette. Obviously, Jeff Bridges talking about Tron, the new Tron movie, which comes out this week. Channing Tatum, Megan Maroney, and some other people are going to be on with Seth Meyers tonight. That's what's on the boob tube. In terms of new release Tuesday, F1 the movie, Brad Pitt.
Mm-hmm.
Driving F1 cars.
Oh, yes.
Some people look at Sonny Hayes. They see a guy who lives in a van, a gambling junkie who missed his shot, the best that never was. But I see possibility.
Brad Pitt, Javier Bardem, a bunch of others. A Formula One driver comes out of retirement to mentor and team up with a younger driver. F1 the movie, rated PG-13, based on a real story. The Bad Guys 2, that's rated PG. It's animated. It's got the voices of Awkwafina, Craig Robinson, Mark Marone, Sam Rockwell, Colin Jost, Alex Borstein, Natasha Lyonne. The bad guys are struggling to find trust and acceptance as they're now the good guys as opposed to the bad guys. They're pulled out of retirement, forced to do one last job by an all-female squad of criminals.
Things sure have changed. Not everyone believes it, but the bad guys went good. And we cannot wait for society to welcome us with open arms.
Aren't you a notorious criminal?
Yes. No. Maybe. Sorry, nerves.
It hasn't been easy with a reputation like ours.
You want to work at a bank?
Why not? Some of my best memories are at banks.
You robbed us 3 times.
Duh.
That was this bank?
How are we supposed to get a fresh start if no one will trust us?
I'm keeping my eye on you, Doc.
What was that?
I panicked, okay? I'm a panicker.
The name's Kitty, and these are my associates.
So you're like the bad girl.
We need the bad guys for the biggest heist in history.
Maybe you don't keep up with the news, but we're good now.
I'm not exactly asking.
Bad Guys 2. New on New Release Tuesday. Also the reboot or remake, if you will, of I Know What You Did Last Summer, rated R.
Somebody sent this to me. Oh, my God. Someone knows.
I Know What You Did Last Summer? Ooh.
Yeah, it was terrible.
It was bad?
I didn't like it. Group of friends terrorized by a stalker who knows about a gruesome incident from their past.
Right.
It's, and then they go back to get Freddie Prinze and Sarah Michelle Gellar and get their advice because they obviously went through it.
Yes, my girls were looking forward to it. No.
Well, I'm not telling you not to watch it. I'm just saying.
Had higher expectations.
I didn't really have any in it, which is good because it didn't really deliver. Nobody 2, rated R. This is Bob Odenkirk, Connie Nielsen, Christopher Lloyd, RZA, Sharon Stone, Colin Hanks. Hutch Manziel back for a second one. He's on vacation with his family. He's a former lethal assassin. He's pulled back into his violent past after thwarting a home invasion, setting off a chain of events.
I think I stumbled into something.
You're vacationing in an old bootlegging route, full of drugs, crooked cops, and one woman who controls it all. You didn't take your family there, did you?
Yeah.
You wanted to de-escalate the situation.
De-escalate. No escalating. Guys, I'm not gonna fight you. I'm here on vacation.
Find this nobody. Scorched earth.
I just want a break.
Nobody 2 on DVD today for New Release Tuesday. The first one was kind of a surprise hit, if you will, from a couple of years ago, so they made a second one.
Because, of course.
Yeah. I'll probably watch it when it hits streaming. Let's see. Also, Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage, Season 1 of that, available on DVD. Walking Dead, Dead City, Season 2. That's what's new on New Release Tuesday. Not much else.
Did you start Monster then?
Yeah, we
had already started.
We watched one episode over the weekend. We did not watch any more last night. We ended up watching one of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre films last night. The reboot, if you will, from like 2006, where nobody
based on.
Yeah,
loosely based on Ed Gein.
Well, kind of the impetus, if you will, the face and wearing other people's faces and stuff. Yeah, there's apparently a lot of people out there that, and I don't know for a fact, I'm just going based on what I'm seeing, but a lot of people who are historians, if you will, are saying that there's a lot of inaccuracies. But
yes.
It's also a Netflix television show, dude. I mean, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Girl and
it's not a documentary about his life. It's a TV show.
Yes.
Right. So
yeah, there are. Notice that.
What you hope, I think, if you're one of these people, is that people are engrossed by it and then go down the wormhole and go on Wikipedia or Google or read a book or whatever they do and find out the true story and maybe get more accurate information, right? That's what your hope is, because there's plenty of people. You said you had to educate your daughters as to who this guy was, because we all hear the word Dahmer and we kind of know who that is, right?
And they watch the show, docu-series.
But Ed Gein, you may not, someone your daughter's age may hear that and not know who that is.
They had no idea, and now they're all watching it. But I think when you say a docu-series, people expect there to be.
I don't think they call it a docu-series, though. It's
just a.
No, it's a TV show. Yeah, I mean, it's similar to the Dahmer thing. It's based in reality on a real person, but they have to, make it watchable as well.
Turns and twists a little bit, or exaggerations of things to make it more.
Well, an artist's interpretation as to how he, did all this stuff, and yeah, so. And again, I think the hope is that somebody is interested in enough that afterwards they go down the rabbit hole and find out what really happened and get the true story. Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Grant Bill's going to join us a bit later on. We'll talk to him about Wisco Sports, also National Taco Day. We're going to be talking taco. And if you want to join the program, rockmornings.com. Head there for all our contact info. It's the Foo Fighters.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com.
Couple of teams recognizing it's all about including people, especially people who may have special needs.
Yes.
Right? Making sure they feel part of the team. Letting them score a touchdown. And this happened at a youth football game in Arkansas. Both teams showed some sportsmanship by allowing a third grader named John to score a 70-yard TD. John has autism, and before the game, coaches of both teams chatted about doing something special for John. Everybody probably knows about John. And when the opposing kids were told about the plan, they were all on board. They even made him earn it a little bit with some, attempts at tackling. But John rumbling, bumbling, stumbling all the way down to the goal line and getting that TD.
It just kind of happened, and it was just a pregame audible.
Obviously, we were excited to be a part of the experience, and with about 45 seconds left, he walked over and said, "Hey, now's the time." We got our guys on the field, and I think what was the most fulfilling for us was when we explained it to our kids, even though they're 8 and 9 years old, they were excited.
Both sides, too. Valley View and West Side. Their kids, their parents were clapping, ours were clapping, and our whole team was in the end zone with him.
I cried because it was just so special for John.
Gets the handoff, starts heading kind of the wrong way a little bit. The coach is out there on the field, kind of pointing him in the right direction.
This way, John.
Starts heading down the field, 70 yards, all the way to the end zone, scores the touchdown. John Lyles is the kid's name. He's a third grader at Westside Elementary School. Star of a viral video after he scored that 70-yard touchdown during Tuesday night's game against Valley View. Ran the ball to the end zone with some encouragement from both teams. Unplanned moment of sportsmanship. His grandmother says, "John is just John. He's funny. You never know what he's going to say or do or where he's going to go."
We're along for the ride with John. That's how this goes.
This is, by the way, his first year in a public school after he previously attended a learning center for children with special needs. His mom and his grandmother wanted him to get involved in different activities. Football seemed like a good fit. I wanted him to get active in different stuff, and hey, football is great. The coach said he's a very big character, very infectious, grows every week. He gets more and more with the team, and the team more and more with him every day in practice. Every game it gets better, and yeah, no real coordination here other than the beginning of the game and just saying, "Hey, look, man, we're talking about elementary school kids, and let's do something special for John."
What a leap, too. To change schools like that, that's hard to do for anyone, and then not know people or how things are working, and then join a sports team and have the support of everybody by being on the sidelines and then getting a chance to score the touchdown. That's great.
Celebration in the end zone. Both the teams there together, parents and players applauding. Yeah. Cool video, too, of John run the ball. Super excited. You can tell he's kind of like, "I don't know what's going on. Give me the ball. I'm going." Yeah. Great story. Another one, sports-related story. An 18-year-old hockey player, a kid named Jackson Drum, got a very special welcome back at a Minnesota Wild preseason game recently. Some of our listeners may have actually been at this game. He suffered an extremely serious spinal cord injury while playing prep school hockey. Has spent the last 9 months away from the rink recovering, still has a long way to go, but doctors initially thought that he would be paralyzed, and he's already starting to walk. Says he wants to inspire others to beat the odds.
He broke his C1 and C2, which is at the top of your spinal cord. He wasn't supposed to have any movement or be able to breathe or drink or anything.
I just believed in myself. I believed in God.
It's just like a miracle.
It felt amazing to be back with my team. All their faces, all the new faces too. They just were so happy to see me. It filled my heart with joy. I'm starting to be able to walk a little bit, and I really wanted to show that there's hope for anyone with a spinal cord injury.
18-year-old Drum is from Alexandria, Minnesota. Broke the C1 and C2, the very top of his spinal cord during a prep game in Canada. Doctors, of course,
giving parents terrible news.
Well, yeah, you want to kind of, set expectations, right? And say, "Hey, look, man, best of luck, but this is probably what's going to be the reality." And Drum said, "Nah, we're not doing that." When he was told that he was paralyzed, that he was like, "I am not going to be paralyzed." He spent about 8 months in Atlanta, Georgia at Shepherd Center, a rehab facility. He got off the ventilator and did some therapy. Wasn't supposed to get off the ventilator, then he got off of it.
Sure.
Wasn't supposed to get off a feeding tube, and then he got off of it. It's so unexpected that it's like a miracle. After months and months of rehab, returning home to Minnesota with his mom.
Oh, my gosh. What
able to start walking a little bit. Said, I love seeing my team play. Saw some of my teammates. Heard about my story. Happy to see me. Yeah. Lots of updates on their family Facebook page, by the way, if you want to find out more about Jackson Drum from Minnesota, who is beating the odds as of right now.
Oh, man.
Overcoming.
Months and months and months and months.
Long way to go yet. Taco Day is here, and we'll talk about it next.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Start your day with Rock Mornings.
Welcome, friends.
I got a question.
Who wants a taco?
So, tacos? Who wants tacos? I'm buying.
Who want little tiny tacos?
Today is National Taco Day.
But it's not Tuesday.
Taco about something we can all agree to celebrate.
It's taco! Taco! Tacos!
Happy National Taco Day. Probably one of the best days of the year.
Tacos.
Showtime.
National Taco Day. Previously, it was always on October 4th, but that didn't necessarily mean that it fell on a Tuesday. So last year they changed it. So it's now the first Tuesday of October.
Genius.
This year happens to be October 7th, which is today. That way it always falls on a Tuesday. So you can do Taco Tuesday. Obviously, a lot of places offering up deals and steals. Chipotle offering free treats through the month of October by celebrating Halloween with their chip or treat promotion. This has nothing to do with
Taco Day.
National Taco Day, but Chipotle reward members who purchase an entree each week will receive rotating treats, plus an exclusive badge. Treats include free chips, guac, bonus points.
Mm-hmm. Saw that. I wish I would have known about that. We just did Chipotle with the rewards this weekend.
Taco Bell, their National Taco Day includes dollar tacos all day, exclusive to Taco Bell Rewards loyalty members in the app. The deal starts at noon Eastern time, so 11 a.m. Midwest time. T-shirt giveaway.
That would be fun.
Followed by drops of deals for $1 Cantina chicken soft tacos every hour, starting at 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. You can also win a year of free Taco Tuesdays with Taco Bell offering $160 gift cards to 100 different customers all through the app.
Yeah, the rewards members are also getting $5 off party packs all day today when you order in the app.
I like party packs.
If you want to have that for dinner tonight and get a party pack delivered.
Another national chain offering up some goodies on National Taco Day. That would be Taco John's. Customers who spend $5 and scan the chain's app will get a free taco on their next visit sometime in the next 2 weeks. There's lots of other places, obviously, offering up deals. You can Google your favorite spot for tacos. Maybe the local restaurant in your area that offers up tacos is doing some kind of National Taco Day. Support local businesses. If you can, obviously. But National Taco Day. Somebody asked a bunch of people online, what's the worst taco topping?
Worst? I don't think there's anything that I don't.
And we're talking about things that are traditionally found on a taco. We're not talking about liver, like.
We're going with
the things you would
salsa,
right?
Avocados, lettuce, cilantro,
somewhat
diced onions.
An unscientific ranking, if you will, of taco toppings that don't belong on the taco that are the worst.
Okay.
Cilantro.
Is it number one as the worst?
Yeah, people don't really like it.
I do, but
it's powerful.
It's a little goes a long way. It can take over.
Notoriously divisive too, right? Like
some people.
There's really not a middle with the cilantro, right? Black olives, you can find those on tacos occasionally.
Taco salads,
especially
more
taco
than
salad
tacos itself.
Again, fairly divisive.
Oh yeah, olives.
You got an olive problem in your house?
No, everybody in my house but we work with people who are like, it's might as well be poison.
Who? Tell me.
Big Daddy Know-It-All and Puck.
Man.
Hate them, dude. Like that, hate.
Just the black olives or all the olives?
They poison everything they touch. Dude, they are.
Oh, I'm coming for you, Big Daddy Know-It-All. There's going to be olives up your butt. There's going to be olives everywhere. That's going to be great.
Hate them.
Oh, man. I didn't know this about him.
Oh.
Love it. Really? Vomiting?
Like almost. No, but I mean like.
Just the sight or the smell or just
the thought of it contaminating everything.
Really?
Get that poisonous.
What a soft human being.
Venomous.
Olives. They're delicious. Kalamata olives, black olives.
Yeah, no.
Blue cheese stuffed, garlic stuffed.
Oh, God.
Give me all the olives.
No, he's not doing that. How about like
lettuce makes the list at number 3.
Another vegetable.
I think the problem with the lettuce is that
I like that.
It's hit or miss. I like the lettuce, but what if it's not crisp and fresh and delicious? It's kind of, not to mention, what if you've got leftover tacos, which you should never have? Much like a taco pizza, right? You get the stuff on the side.
Oh, yeah.
So you can microwave the pizza or
and you
reheat it.
Store it on the side, so when you go to put it together, you can
unclear what the main issue is with the lettuce, if it's the wrong type or if people are just opposed to unnecessary greens. But the worst taco toppings, lettuce at the list.
Some of it
on
can
the list
be,
at number 3.
if you do fish tacos, it's like cabbage sometimes, a shredded cabbage on a fish taco.
Cheese at number 4.
Okay.
Maybe the lactose people.
They're wrong.
Says the lady with a bunch of weird people in her house who can't eat gluten. Several people specifically mentioning American cheese or liquid cheese sauce. I don't care what it is.
I don't want that necessarily.
Put it on there. Hell yeah. Sour cream, number 5. Worst taco toppings, according to a recent survey of people. Pineapple at number 6, if you've got some kind of pineapple salsa. Mm-hmm. Right, or a mango chutney or something
maybe
along
with
those
a
lines.
fish taco.
This is a weird one. I've never seen this on a taco, but radish makes the list at number 7. People are putting radishes on tacos.
Thinly sliced sometimes for a crunch on a.
I don't need that.
On like a fish or a shrimp or more like that kind of than ground beef, for instance.
This is kind of interesting because I've never seen this in a taco. They put broccoli on the list at number 8. But there is a place that we've gone to in the past, and I get the fajitas. That tends to be what I get. You know, you build your own fajita. They bring out
it's peppers, onions, and broccoli is the vegetable.
Yeah,
combo?
no, it's carrots, cauliflower, and broccoli in the vegetable mix, and it's super weird. And we stopped going there because it makes no sense to me. I just didn't get it. It's a Mexican restaurant, but they do carrots, broccoli, and cauliflower as the veggie mix for when you're doing fajitas. You know, the build your own.
Yeah.
And I was like,
maybe it's a family recipe?
I have no idea, but I've gone to a lot of Mexican restaurants in my time, and that's the only place I've ever seen that.
So no broccoli for me either.
Onion makes the list. Kind of surprised it's so low. It's number 9 on the list of the worst taco toppings. And these are, again, toppings that you would normally see in a taco, not like just choosing, something
beans aren't
random.
on there. Black beans or beans.
Tomatoes at number 10. Like, similar to the lettuce, it can get kind of slimy and gross, right? Mushy.
I agree. They have to be freshly chopped or like a pico, in a pico form.
Salsa at number 11, especially jarred salsa as opposed to something fresh like a pico de gallo.
Don't get picky, people.
Hot sauce at number 12.
That'd be your number 1, wouldn't it?
I don't want them deciding what's too hot for me. It's so funny when you go to a friggin' restaurant and you're like, how hot is your hot sauce? Oh, then it's not bad. I'm like, yeah, you people don't understand. Like, you have no effing clue. Mild is about as much as I can stand.
So if there's I'm wondering what it's like for you. If there's a jar of hot sauce on the table, are you like
no, I don't
finger?
Put any,
are you
I don't even touch
testing
it. I have no desire to even try it. Tabasco, like when I make a Bloody Mary at home, if I'm making it myself, it's the traditional vodka and Worcestershire sauce and then the bloody mix. And then I do like a little dash of Tabasco, like 1 dash of Tabasco. And even that is almost too much.
So you wouldn't even just see how hot the...
Dude, why? Why would you put all these great ingredients inside of a taco just to ruin it with hot sauce and burn your face? It makes no sense to me. We were having a discussion with
your face. It doesn't burn your face.
We were having a discussion with a gal at a local spot last Friday. They offer wings, and they've got this crazy. They've got a ranking of their, like and most places, and the tippity top one is some kind of concoction that they dreamed up in the kitchen.
Storm.
They offer you gloves when you have to eat and I just, why? Why would you ever eat food like that? That's insanity. Where you can't even physically touch it. Like, that's just stupid. That's like the people who go up to bisons in the national park. Why don't you just eat lava from the volcano?
I'm not eating.
Save
the wing
yourself
that
the time.
hot, but I do like some good hot sauce on some spicy things. On my
She told
chili,
the
and
lady
my
told me
bloody,
she's
on
like
some wings.
They've
and
got a customer. A guy comes in, he orders the burger that's got the sauce on it, and then he gets another side of the sauce to dip it in, and it's like you're a lunatic. Like you need to be locked up.
Well, that's his taste buds.
And she's like, he's over here sweating to death, and I'm like, that's enjoyable. This is how I want to spend my lunch.
I like a little heat when I'm the
oh
chili.
my God! Give me an effing break. Turn the AC on and get the hell out of here. I want nothing with hot sauce. No, thank you. Number 13 on the worst taco toppings: rice, beans at number 14. So these are more burritos, and then avocado or guacamole at the bottom. If it's fresh and it's not too chunky, then it's good. But if it's runny baby poop, you know what I mean? Like
well, there's a cream, like an avocado cream that you can make where they squeeze
with the sour
on top,
cream in it.
like
Yeah. No, I'm talking about real guac.
Like
but I don't want it like with large chunks of hard to chew avocado.
Large chunks.
No.
Or sliced.
National Taco Day. Go out and eat some friggin' tacos without hot sauce.
Plans for dinner tonight.
What?
That changes plans. I'm going to get some tacos in my life, yeah.
Gonna make some tacos tonight?
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Yeah. Hot sauce. Give me a break.
You know, that's how he feels about olives, right?
I don't get sickened by it. I don't get disgusted by it. I don't want it at all. It's not a question of it's a poison or anything like that. I get why people eat it. I mean, but I have no desire to eat that stuff. It's not about sickening me.
Well, how about something that's just flavorful but not hot, like too? No. If it adds a little bit of flavor, it's the concept that it might have a little bit of heat.
I don't understand why you would have such a large amount of delicious ingredients like fish's chili with all of the beans and all of the meats and all of the vegetables and all the things, all the process that you go through to make a effing chili. And then you completely ruin it by putting so much spice in it, you can't taste any of the other stuff. It makes no sense to me whatsoever.
It's a little bit hot, so you get a little bit of...
My wife eats these noodle bowls from China, and she comes home, she's like, and I'm like, I guess I'm not eating those leftovers. Yes, she's got sour cream on the ready just in case. I don't get it. I always tell them, look, ketchup is about as spicy as I get, man. That's it. That's where I top off. After that, I'm done. I got to go home.
The chili paste that's like ketchup with a little... No. Okay.
No. Again, we have a big bag of sauces, you get when you go to the drive-thru or whatever. We just have a bag in the fridge.
Mild, medium, hot.
There's no mild or medium left because I go through it. Because that's the only thing I can stand. I just can't do it. No. Not for me, bud.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find the daily podcast at rockmornings.com.
The Milwaukee Brewers did it again. They beat the Cubs yesterday, 7-3. 2-0 lead on the Cubs in the NLDS as it shifts to Chicago for a couple of games.
Yeah, we talked about earlier. There's a special Amtrak train all decorated with blue and yellow cars. It's going to leave Milwaukee tomorrow morning at 8:05. The Brewer Express headed down to the ballpark.
Other game last night, Dodgers over the Phillies 4-3. They also have a 2-0 series lead. So right now, it looks like the Brewers are going to be welcoming in the Dodgers for the NLCS. Today, you got a couple of games starting at 3 o'clock on FS1. Seattle at Detroit. Game 3 of that series, which is knotted up at a game apiece. And then you've got the Blue Jays at the Yankees. 7 o'clock tonight on FS1 for Game 3. Toronto up 2-0 there. Week 5 in the NFL wrapped up last night with the Jaguars beating the Chiefs 31-28. Week 6 will kick off on Thursday night. Eagles at the Giants at 7:15 on Prime. Packers will host the Bengals on Sunday at 3:25. Lions are at the Chiefs on Sunday Night Football on NBC, and the Bears are at the Commanders on Monday Night Football. Vikings, of course, on the bye. Yeah. Vikings on the bye. NHL regular season kicks off today. Blackhawks at the Panthers, 4 o'clock on ESPN.
This is the convergence of all the things, isn't it? It's NBA, it's baseball, it's
NASCAR's
hockey,
coming
it's
to an end, hockey's
NASCAR. It's
starting.
all happening at one time.
Yeah. Followed by the Penguins at the Rangers, 7 o'clock on ESPN. Then finally the Avalanche at the Kings. Late puck drop there, 9:30 on ESPN. Mark Sanchez now facing a felony battery charge over that wild altercation between the former NFL quarterback and a 69-year-old truck driver early Saturday morning in Indianapolis. Marion County prosecutor announced the upgraded charge yesterday, saying Sanchez faces a level 5 felony charge of battery, quote, involving serious bodily harm. Punishment can range from 1 to 6 years in prison. He said he woke up in the hospital, didn't remember a thing. So did he get high? Was he on Molly? Was he roofied? I mean, what the hell's going on?
What happened to him?
Running wind sprints in the alley and doing all sorts of... I mean, did you see the pictures of the guy?
That he injured? I sure did.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Neck brace and the whole 9 yards.
Who was a truck driver trying to do his work, right?
Yeah, trying to get rid of that cooking oil from the kitchen, and he's dealing with this lunatic. Meanwhile, I'm not sure if you remember this.
In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
Many years ago, the decision by LeBron James holding the world hostage as we figured out where he was going to go. Big, long ESPN production. The only saving grace was that some of the money went to, Boys and Girls Clubs or something like that. Well, he's doing it again. Lakers All-Star LeBron James set for a major announcement sometime later today. A lot of rumors regarding his possible retirement. Yesterday, he released a video on social media teasing that the second decision is coming on October 7th at 12 Eastern, so 11 a.m. our time. There's some people speculating that he wants to make it back to Cleveland for one more run with the Cavs, where he's originally from.
Yep.
Won the championship there, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Some people saying that he's going to retire. Before his post, by the way, the least expensive ticket for April 12th of 2026, a game against the Utah Jazz at the Crypto Arena, or Crypto.com Arena, started at $82.
For the Cavaliers?
No, that would be the Lakers' final home game.
I see what you're saying.
Against the Jazz, April 12th of next year.
Mm-hmm.
After his post on social media, single tickets started at $580 per seat.
Because it could be the last game they get to watch him play if he announces this is his
last home
season.
game during the regular season. So, yeah. He's 40, by the way. NBA record, 23rd season, 8th with the Lakers. The Decision Part 2, sometime later today.
11 o'clock this morning.
I'll make sure I don't tune in because I don't give a rat's ass what LeBron's doing. Friggin' LeBron.
Obviously, the world does.
Yay for him. Yay for him. Our Week 6 NFL picks, we'll get to those tomorrow. Before that, we have to recap Week 5, and we'll do that next.
Kansas City. What the hell?
Yeah, boy. Guess who picked that one right?
Stupid Chiefs.
We'll get to our Week 5 Pigskin Picks next.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Weekdays, 6 to 9.
Week 5 is in the books. After the Jaguars beat the Chiefs last night on Monday Night Football. So it's time for us to take a look at our Pigskin Picks and see how we did.
How'd I do?
Saffron, rice, seafood.
That's not how I did.
Some other stuff as well. Google it. It's called seafood paella. It's delicious. And I can't wait to enjoy it.
I got plenty of time yet. There's holidays to get through. We got Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas before we'll know if I'm a loser and you're a winner.
Gene coming into Week 5 with a 31-32 overall record.
Which is real good. 500.
I entered Week 5 with a 41-22 record. Let's start on Thursday night. We were both correct. San Francisco, 26-23 over the Rams. Next up, Vikings, Cleveland. We both got that one right as well. Vikings getting the job done.
At the very last.
In England, very last second there. Yeah, Carson Wentz looked pretty darn good. Next up, we both got Houston and Baltimore wrong. We may not want to pick Baltimore for a while. They've got more than a Lamar Jackson problem. We both picked the Ravens to beat the Houston Texans, and the Ravens, they got demolished. 44-10 final score on that one. It was ugly. Yeah. The Ravens, they've got considerable issues right now, and it's not just Lamar Jackson is injured and missing games. They've got some other stuff going on. Next up, Miami, Carolina. Gene got this one right, actually. Picking Carolina to beat Miami. I may not pick Miami going forward because they look like a dumpster fire as well. 27-24 final score there. Gene got that one right. I got that one wrong. We both got Indianapolis over the Vegas Raiders. That game wasn't even a game. It was 40-6 in no time. Colts getting the win, so we both picked that one right. I don't know how, but the Saints won a game. Gene got it right. Her affinity for Drew Brees, her inability to pick with her brain as opposed to her heart led her to a victory this week. The Saints over the G-Men, the Giants. Lots of mistakes there. 26-14 final score. I was incorrect. Gene got that one right. Next up, you stupidly picked the New York Jets to beat the Dallas Cowboys, completely wiping off the board how good you feel about the New Orleans Saints pick. Dallas 37-22 over the Jets. The Jets may be the second worst, if not the worst, football team in the league this year. So you got that one wrong. I got that one right. Next up, you got Denver. Congratulations. You got Denver right. Denver over Philly. Philly finally loses a game, 21-17. I did not pick that one correctly. I also got Tennessee and Arizona incorrect. You got that one right. You took Tennessee to beat Arizona. It was a close one, 22-21.
Okay, I'm hearing a lot of right.
Well, then we get to the bottom here,
Okay.
and that's where the wheels fall off. Do you feel confident? Do you feel good, Gene? Do you feel like you had a good week? Do you feel like you did something special?
You were saying a lot of W's. You were saying a lot of right. You got that one
There's
right.
still 5 games left here, Gene. Guess how many of those final 5 games you got correct?
You could make a big...
How many of these last 5 games do you think you got right, Gene? How many of them, Gene?
Right starts with a big capital R, Brian.
How many of the last 5 games on the schedule do you think you got right?
1?
0. You whiffed. You went over on the last 5 games. You completely
Yeah, but I have a
lost
lot of rights up there at the top.
You took Seattle to beat Tampa Bay. That was wrong. I took Tampa Bay. You took Cincinnati and their stupid helmets that you love so much to beat the Detroit Lions. That was wrong.
Close. That was close.
It was 37-24. It was not close.
It was a close matchup, is what it was.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that Detroit took the foot off the gas and let up 21 points near the end of the game. 37-24. I picked that one correct.
Okay.
Next up, we both took the Chargers, who seem to be having some struggles right now. That was erroneous. You got that one wrong. So did I. But then I went 2 for 2 in the final 2 games. You went 0 for. You picked Buffalo stupidly to beat my awesome New England Patriots, who may win the Super Bowl this year. 23-20 final score there.
I had to convince you to take the Pats in that game, Homer.
And then you stupidly picked the Kansas City Chiefs to beat the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Kansas City's going to win
on Monday Night Football, but they didn't win that one.
No, they sure didn't.
Gene finishes the week 7-7. Your boy is 8-6. So not as good as I'd like to be, but I'm still in the lead handily with a 49-28 overall record. You're
what
38.
Do I got? I got what?
You're at 38-39. You finished 7-7, so you don't really you don't move. You're like the Packers tying against the Cowboys. It's useless. You're
a mid-pack legend. Me and Doc. We're the mid-pack legends.
Uselessly picking games.
We're making it plural, Doc.
Seafood paella.
It's pretty good, actually. I'm feeling all right about that.
P-A-E-double-L-A, paella. That's how you spell it, Gene?
Those are neck and neck.
Neck and neck. 38-39, a losing record, is neck and neck with 49-28, a winning record.
So close.
Man, you are a communist.
It's really like a game or two away from being
a game or 2 away.
Really?
As long as I continue to finish with a winning record every week, or almost every week, you've got no shot of catching up. You might as well start planning this paella. Figure out the day. Maybe when the husband and the kids are out of town and you can really concentrate on it.
We'll see.
read up on it, maybe several
week
recipes.
6. We do that tomorrow. Is that when we
do
this?
that tomorrow,
Okay.
week 6. We'll make our picks
All right.
tomorrow. Pigskin Picks.
Great.
This is going to be great. I'm not going to
this.
have to grow my stupid hair. And I'm going to get some seafood paella that was promised to me decades ago.
We'll see.
Finally going to come to fruition.
Neck and neck.
I'm happy for you, though. You got the Saints. You got one right. You got the Saints. Congratulations,
And
Gene.
I had to convince you to take your pass.
I was going to take them, and then I smartly decided to take them.
No, you weren't. You said you were going to take them.
I didn't want to because I thought they would get throttled, but I smartly took them because they're the best and they're going to win the Super Bowl.
Boy. Okay.
Tom Brady's going to come back. Drake May's going to get injured, and Tom Brady's going to come back, and they're going to win the Super Bowl.
He's not playing football anymore.
He could. He's so great.
He's playing
He drinks
flag
vampire blood.
in Spain or something.
Yeah, in like 28. Super Bowl, baby. It's happening. Grant Bills is going to join us just after 8 o'clock. We'll get to bad news, happy music as well. If you want to get in touch with us, visit rockmornings.com for all our contact info.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com.
8:15-ish on Tuesdays, we're joined by the one and only host of the Wisco Sports Show, Grant Bills. You can hear his program weekday afternoons from 4 until 6 on stations all across the state like WKTY in La Crosse and Sports Talk 105.1 in Eau Claire. Grant Bills, how are you, sir?
I am excellent. The one and only indeed. There's no one quite like me. And it's a pleasure to join you guys every Tuesday. Always nice to chat.
You are one of one. I'll give you that. I will give you that, Grant Bills. I will give you that. Man, sometimes we're copacetic,
Wait.
man. We're like simpatico, me and Grant. We get
I know.
and then there's times where I hear him talk about stuff and I see him eat bacon and I'm just like, what is wrong with that guy?
So you have a brother, right? And a sister? Is that correct? Is there
do.
3 of you?
Yes,
okay.
I'm the eldest of 3.
You're the eldest,
My
okay.
sister is the middle child, and then my brother is the youngest. He's 5 years younger than me. So
Which
within a 5-year window.
sibling are you most similar to?
Probably my sister. I think we're more similar. We're closer in age, but my brother just is. He's much more studious. He is much more presentable. He cares about dressing nice, and it's just not really
Putting
me or my
his
sister.
best
better
foot forward.
better me
Is
and
this
you
a-
than me and your brother. It sounds like I wouldn't be able to stand that guy for more than 5 seconds.
Like, for example, I was in Oktoberfest for La Crosse, and my brother, he loves to travel. He was in Munich at Oktoberfest. And then they
so
did
he's a
they bopped
one-upper.
around to like...
This is your whole life. He's a one-upper, and he's 5 years younger than you. Is this what's happening?
I know. I was driving him home. He lives in Madison, and he doesn't have a car down here because, well, why would you need a car? You know, you can bus everywhere because he's just got everything figured out, and I love him to death. I'm just giving him a hard time. And we're driving home to my parents, and he asked me out of nowhere, do you max out your Roth IRA every month? And I looked at him, I said, how about you get out of this car right now? I'm going to leave you at a rest stop.
He's a one-upper for you. So this is like you guys have conversations where
I would not deal with that.
He says, I bought a new couch, and you say, hey, that's funny. I'm living on my buddy's couch. See, it's things like that.
Yeah. He, like I joke about it more. He's not really a one-upper, but sometimes I'm like, I'm happy for you, brother. They were in Salzburg this last week, him and some college friends. I'm like, good for you guys. I have to join Brian and Gene. Unfortunately, I can't travel abroad, but maybe one day. Who knows?
Grant, let's get into the Brewers. They're up 2-0. The series shifts to Chicago. It's over, right?
Well, I hope so. I think Cubs fans have to feel pretty dejected. Neither of these games were close. And the Cubs, for the last 4 or 5 innings, you could have gone to bed in the 5th inning and missed absolutely nothing last night. Not just because there was no scoring, but these Cubs at bats, and credit the Brewers pitchers, of course, they were just up there. They was just feeble. They're just throwing the bat at the ball. The Brewers have been so successful this year, and Pat Murphy's talked about it, by fighting every pitch, staying in every fight, just trying to get to first any way possible, extending at bats, seeing as many pitches, and the Cubs hitters are just up there flailing. They're just up there throwing the bat at the ball. It was so feeble, it was almost like they gave up. So if I was a Cubs fan, I'd be like, well, why do I want to... the game's at 4 on Wednesday. Why do I want to take a half day and spend a couple $100 to go to Wrigley? Because this team looks like they're not even in it. So, Simpson, you never want to say it's over till it's over. And with the Brewers, you just never know. But if I was a Cubs fan, I think I'd feel that way. And I wouldn't be surprised if Brewers fans went down there en masse tomorrow. And it was a really, really Brewers-friendly crowd. And now with a bullpen day last night, they probably feel great about Quinn Priester. they're probably maybe their best, most consistent starter who they'll have with a chance to close things out. So I don't want to say it's over, but things are looking really good.
Yeah, and Gene mentioned there's a train going to the game from Milwaukee, and it's going to be all decked out in Brewer gear, and a bunch of Brewer fans picking people up and making a couple of stops and heading down to Wrigleyville to hopefully flood that stadium full of Brewer fans.
Brewer Express rolls out tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, by the way. A couple different stops along the way, and if fans can book a train ride on that, which it sounds so much fun.
Did you see, have you been online and seen Barstool? Have you seen the picture?
Which picture specifically?
From the Churio home run? So Jackson Churio hits a 3-run dinger in the bottom of the fourth.
Yep.
And the Brewers are up 4-3 at the time, so then they go up 7-3, the eventual final score. And the ball is well hit. It's certainly going to be a home run. And I'm assuming it's a center fielder. Have you seen the picture? Tell me you've seen it.
PCA jumps to try to rob it. And
Pete Crow.
Tell. It's Pete Crow Armstrong, yeah.
Yes. You've got it, Gene. You got to come look at this picture. The ball is, so there's a ledge, right? So these are suites, I'm assuming, right? On the right-hand side, these are suites. This is the ball. The ball hits this ledge right here, which is like 20 feet behind this wall, right? There's probably about 15 to 20 feet between this wall and that wall, and it hits this ledge, and this idiot, this PCA dumbass for the Cubs, is jumping over like he's going to make some kind of spectacular game-saving play while the ball's 40 feet in the air and 20 feet behind him like a jackass. What a moron. What an absolute idiot. And I give him an A for effort, but come on, bro. It wasn't even close.
A for effort. He got it.
He tried. D or F for effort.
Hard, Grant. He did.
He's got his glove up over the wall, like over the yellow, like he's going to make some kind of crazy catch. Come on, dude.
Well, you can't know where that ball's going to land until it lands. So I give him credit for trying.
Oh, my God.
It's tough with that batter's eye because the batter's eye basically goes straight up above the center field wall, straight up the scoreboard. So sometimes on a ball, like you're not even sure if it's going to get out, and then it'll hit 25 feet up the wall, and you feel stupid for even wondering how far the ball was going to go. It was clearly going to be a home run. But that was quite the funny visual last night.
It was one of the first things I saw when I opened up Facebook this morning, and I just about peed my pants laughing at PCA because it was so funny. And it really works, too, when you see the video and you see how the ball bounces off that ledge. And you're like, dude, what were you thinking? What were you thinking, bro? Next up,
just giving it his best effort. That's it.
Next up, let's talk Packers real quick. They, of course, are off the bye. They're going to be at home against the Bungles, who have no Joe Burrow. The Packers, this should be a done deal, right? This should be signed, sealed, and delivered. You've got rest. You've got injuries taken care of. No Joe Burrow. There's no reason to be concerned about the Bengals.
Well, they should. Off a bye, and they have every reason to be pissed off and motivated because they should be 4-0. I have a Packers guest. His name is Ryan Wood. He writes for Packers News, and I have him on every Friday. And the last Friday, we talked, and I kind of made mentions like, yeah, it's a bummer that they're 2-1-1 considering how they started. And he cut me off and said, no, they should be 4-0 right now. The fact that they're not 4-0, and I'll even say the fact that they're not 3-1. You want to drop a random game because football is weird? All right. 2-1-1, given how they started, and then had that extra break off the Thursday night game coming out of the Washington game on Thursday Night Football. 2-1-1 is pretty pathetic, and they should be upset. And now they had the bye with a chance to get healthier. I don't know how healthy, but back at practice yesterday was their right tackle, Zach Tom, and their left guard, Aaron Banks. Christian Watson also back at practice, which is significant, although I doubt he'll play this weekend. We'll see. Like, this team should blow doors off of Cincinnati. They should. I'm wondering who Cincinnati's going to start at quarterback. I feel like they can't run Jake Browning out there. I feel like they have to make a change. So maybe they get a little bump because of that. I don't know. I'm not someone who always expects my team to win by 40. But if this is a one-score game in the closing minutes, I think it will be very disappointing and a concerning sign for a team that started so strong through 2 games.
Staying in the NFL with Grant Bills, host of the Wisco Sports Show, weekday afternoons from 4 until 6 on stations all across the state like WKTY in La Crosse and Sports Talk 105.1 in Eau Claire. Who will be the first NFL head coach to get fired this season?
Interesting. Well, Mike McDaniel was the early answer with the Dolphins.
That was where my money.
Like
that's where my money is going to be, is on McDaniel's. He just looks. He always gives confusing interviews, anyways. But this year it looks even worse. Obviously with the losing, and they don't seem like they're playing for that guy at all. So.
That seems like the right answer. I would have 2 weeks ago said maybe Brian Callahan with the Titans, but he's been there not as long. They just won a game this weekend, and it's a tricky thing when you just drafted a quarterback first overall to fire his coach, whatever it would be, 5, 6, 7 games in if they do that. So I think the Titans have more reason to keep their guy than the Dolphins probably do theirs. And the Dolphins, the way that their owner, big Michigan guy, I mean, he's friends with Brady. They tampered and cheated to try to get Brady there, if you'll remember. Stephen Ross, I think is his name. I would imagine that they're going to go big game hunting this offseason. Like, maybe not a John Gruden type, but I think they'll probably try to take a big name from college, or they're going to go big, I would think. So it would make sense for the Dolphins to maybe fire their guy before the end of the season to kind of signal to the rest of the football world. Long answer to give you a very short answer at the end. I would guess your guy, Mike McDaniel, yeah.
And do you think Mike McDaniel gets fired before Belichick gets let go? Are they going to buy him out and get rid of him? It looks like an unmitigated disaster. Fans are leaving. They're calling it a bleep show.
For real?
It is press the button time down there in North Carolina. They may buy him out. It's like $19 million that they owe him, which isn't even close to the most that a coach has ever been paid. I think $70 million was a Jimbo Fisher deal from many years ago. But yeah, it looks like it's over. It looks like they got to cut ties and move on. No, it's bad. I mean, so Drake May, right,
yes,
who played for North Carolina, now plays for the Patriots, just had his coming out game against the Bills this weekend. A game-winning drive at the end of the fourth quarter to get within field goal range. Looked great. He was like 13 of 14 in the second half. Right, he looked awesome. And Belichick has some sort of directive that even though Drake May has nothing to do with the owners, right, other than the fact that he plays for the Patriots, he said, we're not posting anything on social media from North Carolina about anything Patriots related. And then hours later, somebody must have got in his ear and said, look, dude, that's not going to be the case here. We got to put this stuff on social media. And they did. And this whole thing looks like an absolute sinking ship.
So the social media thing is real, and maybe you've seen this, like if you're on Twitter during Packer games. The Eagles matchups have been a good example. Like Zach Bond played at UW-Madison and is from Brookfield or Brown Deer. I can't remember which one. He's from the Milwaukee area, the greater Milwaukee area. And he made a couple big plays against the Packers. I think he had an interception off Jordan Love in the divisional round or the wild card round, that playoff game. And the Badgers football account retweeted it. Like, even when it's against the hometown team, the home state team, like, these college programs love to promote that, right?
Well, it's recruiting. I mean, and I get it. You got to take every opportunity to recruit in this day and age where NIL and the coaches are moving and all that stuff. So, yeah, I get that. But this whole thing from Belichick is just crazy.
It's an unstructured mess. There's no culture nor organization. It's a complete disaster. That's a quote from somebody affiliated with it.
Does he get the can before Mike McDaniel gets the can?
That sounds bad.
I feel like it would be quieter for them to just do it at the end of the year. Don't you think they would be creating more headlines? Like, if if that team keeps getting blown out, people are just going to stop caring because it'll become normal, which is a problem for the university, don't get me wrong. But if they fire him unceremoniously in the middle of the season when no one else is getting fired, I feel like that creates more headlines than just waiting, even if they're always thinking they're going to do it after the year, which I feel like they probably should.
Well, it feels like, and they'll never do this, but if it were me, I'd just be like, look, it didn't work out. We tried, and we're going in a different direction. We wish the best of luck to Belichick and Jordan Hudson, and we're moving on because this is obviously not going to be a thing. And I think what you're saying is obviously, wait till the end of the season. It's quiet. No one will care at that point. But, it's still Belichick, and this Jordan Hudson thing has got a chance to blow up in his face as well. She may get sick of it. She may be like, you know what, dude, I'm not waiting around for that will. I'm not going to get in it if we're not going to get married. So deuces, and then it gets even worse.
Well, who's to say she doesn't love him for his quirky personality?
Grant, have you ever been loved for your quirky personality? Didn't think so.
I don't know if I've ever been loved. I would just, that's a joke. That's a joke. It's dark humor. Don't. I would just like to say.
All right.
I would like to go back to what I said after they got blown out by TCU in their opener on Monday Night Football. Bill Belichick has a place in Florida, loves fishing, loves his boat, loves hanging out with Jimmy Johnson. He could have been spending the last 2 months there on his boat, eating chips and salsa, drinking a Modelo. He could have avoided all of this and still had his probably could have had multiple 25-year-old girlfriends, and no one would have known because no one would have cared. And I remain confused as to why he set out to do this in the first place. I guess that's my continuing thought through all of this.
Well, we'll wait and see what the outcome is, but I can't see. I mean, one more disastrous loss, a shutout or something. I mean, it just looks like a complete disaster. So I think
and that's a proud university.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they tell themselves we are rich in tradition and we honor, which they're not. I mean, they're mostly a county football school, but that's not how they think down there in the South. So, yes, they feel, and they should have been able to see this coming going in. I imagine half of the boosters and the regents and all the important people were like, are you sure? Like, I bet some of them had to be dragged into this thing originally, so they'll have no problem jumping out when the best opportunity presents itself.
Last one for Grant Bills before we let you go. Mark Sanchez, the story du jour in the NFL.
What'd he do? What's going on?
What the hell is this guy doing? Running wind sprints in the alley, stabbing some poor guy who's trying to get used cooking oil out of a hotel. Was he high? Are you hearing anything? It sounds more like a drug thing than a drunk thing. Like maybe the alcohol started the night, but the drugs finished the night.
So I don't get it. Grown men who leave town for a work weekend who feel the need to get belligerent and to act stupid. Like you got something going on. You got some other problem that you need to address. Like you want to have a cocktail at the hotel bar before bed. All right. Like, I don't know, as a public figure, and Mark Sanchez has been involved in like drunken dramas before. This isn't the first time. It's been a while. This one's obviously much worse. I mean, he'd go to prison for this. I don't understand the need to step out and to get hammered. Like, I like drinking beer. Simpson, we had a couple of Oktoberfests. I got to drink with Gene's lovely family and, hoist a stein. That's very fun, but, like, dude, go to bed. Like, go be a family man. And my dad, for the longest time, and many parents have told their kids this, and I used to roll my eyes, Grant, nothing good happens after midnight. Nothing good happens after midnight. Like most things, you know what, I'll say it, like all things, my dad was right, and he continues to be right. I just don't understand why someone like Mark Sanchez puts themselves in that situation.
Well, it's certainly unfolding as he's now been charged with a felony to go along with all the other stuff, and we'll see what happens in the Mark Sanchez case. But Grant Bills, it's always a pleasure. Have a great rest of your day. I know you're doing double duty today with Bill Michaels in New York. Is that just today or tomorrow as well?
Today and tomorrow. So I'll be in 10 to 2 and then the normal 4 to 6.
Some long days for you. Grant, is at least half of your 401k, are you maxing out?
No. So here's the thing.
Just Roth? Is it?
I would like to make it clear. I am maxing my 401k because one day I would like to retire.
Sure.
If I make it that far. My Roth is, I also like to put stuff in there, but that's the number 2 thing, right? Like,
Grant,
yes.
Allow me to give you some retirement advice.
Okay.
If you want to retire with a 401k, get out of radio. Go do something else. You're never going to make enough money doing this job.
Put money away. You are doing the right
to
thing.
retire.
And maybe move
even
in
if
with
you're sleeping on buddies' couches, you're just never going to make enough.
Maybe moving with your brother. If he's got the
have him do your taxes.
I will sleep in my car before I do that, and I love my brother. It's nothing against him.
I know.
I will sleep in my car.
Okay. Thank you. We love you. Bye. Take care, Grant.
Bye, both of you. Love you both. The pleasure is all mine. Have a great week.
Grant Bills, host of the Wisco Sports Show, weekday afternoons on stations all across the state like WKTY in La Crosse and Sports Talk 105.1 in Eau Claire. We'll get to bad news, happy music next.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. More from Brian and Gene is coming up.
You're about to enter a beautiful, exciting, wonderful new world.
A cockroach living in your nostril. Now that's just nasty. Add in some haven't pooped for 30 days.
Poop is raining from the ceilings. Poop.
And sprinkle in some hashtag Florida Man for flavor.
Florida Man.
Florida Man.
Florida Man. Florida Man. Florida Man.
Florida Man.
Florida Man quits his Burger King job, steals all of their chicken nuggets.
It's bad news.
Bad news.
With happy music.
Let's rock.
You know how to take the reservation. You just don't know how to hold the reservation. I don't think you do. Classic scene from Seinfeld. Goes in to rent a car. They don't have one available. And he's like...
He made a reservation. They just don't have it when he shows up to get it.
I bring that up because this is a Hertz in Florida. Hashtag Florida woman. 24-year-old Florida woman who worked for Hertz has now been accused of conspiring with 3 men to steal 12 cars from Hertz while she worked security there earlier this year.
So she's working security, but not really, and then looking the other way while her buddies are stealing cars?
Kind of, yeah. Detectives accusing a 24-year-old woman of conspiring with 3 men to steal 12 cars from Hertz while she works security. Savannah Harsha Phillips arraignment on 13 felony charges related to the dozen cars stolen from the Hertz parking garage at 11 p.m. on May 16th, and then again the following day on Wednesday morning. She was born in Jamaica, now lives in Sunrise, allowed the drivers to exit the Hertz parking garage without showing a driver's license and pretending to scan the vehicles as they exited.
Not really doing security.
Hertz corporate security manager learned that a black Kia 4 that had been stolen at the car rental center was also involved in crimes in Texas. Meanwhile, a white Toyota Corolla that was also stolen from the car rental center
was also involved in crimes.
Involved in crimes in Virginia. These cars are going all over America to commit more crimes. Yeah. Phillips had access to all the Hertz company vehicles, had knowledge that the keys would be in the vehicles, and knew the slowest time of business to commit this crime.
Well, yeah, the cars in one lot keep disappearing on the overnight when she's working. What a mystery.
Charged with first-degree organized fraud, 5 counts of second-degree grand theft, and 7 counts of third-degree grand theft.
Then you can give me a f***ing automobile, a f***ing Datsun, a f***ing Toyota, a f***ing Mustang, a f***ing Buick, 4 f***ing wheels and a seat.
Scooby-Doo and his gang could have figured that out.
Yeah. Oops. I love this. This is so us. This is something we would do.
I'm in. What's happening?
I feel like we operate best out of spite. And we have for a long time.
And this is a spite?
When someone does us wrong and we're able to take that anger and our disgust and our frustration with that person and point it in a different direction, and we can focus on that, we get very creative. And that's what happened in this situation. A communal office lunchroom microwave broke.
Oh, man.
Yeah. You ready for this? So the microwave in the lunchroom at the office broke.
It's in the little kitchen that we've all got to share.
Right. It broke.
And that's how half of us are making our lunch.
A man brought his own microwave in to the office and put a lock on it so nobody could use it but him.
Well, that's just a jerk move.
The man says the other workers busted the last one the first day they had it. So apparently the people in his office mistreat these microwaves so poorly that he's not going to allow it to happen to his microwave. So when he wants Hot Pockets at lunch, he can have Hot Pockets, but Frank, cubicles over.
Chained up.
Yeah. This guy's a shuttle driver and brought his own microwave to work, locked it up after the one in the office broke, claimed conflict over the communal microwave, pushed him to act.
They're like, you can get crappy ones for like $79.
This is on Reddit's Am I the A-Hole thread. Many of these.
Just pull some money there, guys.
Explained that he worked as a shuttle driver alongside 20 other colleagues who used the same break room. So a bunch of guys and girls driving buses and shuttles and whatever they're doing.
And they got to share the space.
And they share the space, right? Probably a little break room, very small, maybe a fridge, maybe a little cooler, coffee machine, maybe that's it, right? The team shared a communal microwave, but according to him, that simple setup led to a lot of conflict during mealtime. Well, if everybody's trying to use the one microwave.
And we only get an hour of break and we all have break at the same time? That sounds like a silly way to do it.
They broke the new microwave a day after they brought it in. We're not allowed to use the one in the dispatch office anymore, and administration won't get us a new one until it breaks. Rather than continuing to argue with his coworkers, this guy took matters into his own hands, brought in his own microwave, and installed a lock on it so no one else can use it.
That does seem a little.
Before bringing my own, I asked a bunch of people if they're willing to split a microwave, and they said no because they don't want to spend the money for a second one. So I brought my own.
Well, there you go. Then he can have his own. He was trying to find a solution for everybody. Pitch in, let's go get one. They're $80, so I'll find one on sale, or I'll get one at Costco or Sam's Club or something.
You're going to have to eat cold tuna fish sandwiches. You're not going to be able to eat up a delicious Hot Pocket.
Then I am providing one for myself, and sorry, you can't share.
A bunch of commenters weighing in on whether a personal locked microwave at work was reasonable or petty. Quote, I can't even imagine saying, my coworker is so inconsiderate because he brought his own microwave in after the new one broke and they won't let us use it because no one wanted to pitch in for a replacement.
That's the part. So he tried to get everybody to work together.
You got 20 people. Everybody puts $5-10 in. You got yourself a new microwave. I love it, though. Bringing in your own microwave and then locking it up. It's great. Screw those people. Here's a guy. I don't know. I think this is in England or New Zealand or something. I don't know. They got the weird numbers on his monetary amounts. He won the lottery wherever he lives and spent the next 2 months partying so hard that he had to be hospitalized for 8 days. This guy went and got after it so hard after he won the lottery that he had to go in the hospital for over a week. Yeah, this guy became a millionaire a couple of months ago and said that the 8-day hospital stay was the wake-up call he needed to prioritize his health after 3 months of partying.
A lot of fluids, I'm guessing. A lot of IV.
Adam Lopez near Norwich got a winning scratcher. It was a scratch-off ticket, not even like a Powerball type thing, from a little mom-and-pop convenience store back in July. Unfortunately, on the 10th of September, he was taken to the hospital in an ambulance with bilateral pulmonary embolisms.
That sounds real bad.
I knew what I was doing was going to come to an end eventually, and it nearly came to an end in the worst possible way. It was a massive, massive wake-up call. Since he won the money in July, he said it's been an absolute roller coaster with him partying for the last 3 months, burning the candle at both ends. It's allowed me to live a bit of the life I never lived, but I think I went the wrong way about it. It was enjoyable until my health became an issue. It became apparent about 3 weeks ago with a blood clot in my leg, which spread to my lungs. I couldn't walk. I couldn't breathe. I rang the ambulance. I got wheeled into the ambulance from my house. Yeah, this guy's already pretty big. He's already probably got some health concerns. He's like a pretty big dude. Forklift driver, by the way. Driving around on his little forklift with his $1 million. Couldn't praise the hotel staff enough. Felt he was surrounded by angels. Shortly after his scratch card win, he quit his job as a forklift driver.
Hell yeah, he did.
I left my job, and I never should have done that. I lost the structure to my life and day-to-day living. It was a complete disconnect from the life I was living.
Yeah, then I just stayed in a hotel room. Night, day, night, day, night, day, night, day.
Hell yeah.
No.
Hell yeah. Party till you puke, Gene. Brian's 5 o'clock free crack giveaway.
Happened
I missed a free crack giveaway?
July. He started in the beginning of July.
Yeah, that guy got after it. I love it. This is in Kentucky, Stanton, Kentucky. A man in Powell County facing charges after his Halloween decorations.
Oh. Did they anger somebody?
Oh, yeah. They depicted the bodies of local officials.
Oh, like...
Stephen Markham is the guy's name. He was arrested on Saturday. Is charged with intimidating a witness in the legal process and third-degree terroristic threatening. That sounds serious. Police report says they got a call regarding potential witness and terroristic threatening just after 2 in the afternoon. When authorities arrived, they saw 5 bodies that were in trash bags in this guy's yard, and they were all labeled. The one hanging was labeled District Judge. There was a rope around the neck of the body. From left to right, the 4 other bodies were labeled Mayor, Sis, C.A, and Zoning Manager. So this guy's got serious problems with specific people on the council at the city hall, and he let them be known.
Yeah. Well, you're going to get in trouble for that. You're going to be naming names, and you're going to be...
Wow, and I got a picture. I got to look at his mugshot, and yeah, he
got some beef with the city.
He might be Killdozer too. He may build a Killdozer in his garage if you don't listen to this guy. He's already doing the effigies right in the front yard for Halloween decorations, and Killdozer might be next. His next step. He might go to the next level. I'm just saying. We saw what happened to that one guy. Took matters into his own hands.
It wasn't getting listened to.
Destroyed half the town. Yeah, maybe listen to this guy. Maybe review his case. I have no idea what his case is. All I know is he's very specific about whoever's in charge down there.
Zoning. It sounds like zoning is a problem for him.
I'm just a zoning manager. Yeah. This is, I love this. This is right up my alley. Bad news, happy music. Couple more. A man confronted a mother at a restaurant over her screaming 8-month-old baby because he has sensitive ears. And it has now sparked a very angry back and forth online about who was being inconsiderate and who was in the right.
So this gentleman here is telling me to tell my 8-month-old to stop screaming because he has sensitive ears. I know it's loud, but he's an adult. He can leave, and he chooses not to leave. He's choosing me to tell me to take my baby out because he has sensitive ears. She's a child, sir. It's not me. I didn't do anything.
You're causing this whole restaurant to have to hear our discussion. They don't want to hear that. They want to get their food.
You came to me about my child, did you not? You can't remove yourself from this restaurant. No, you're disrespectful, you're entitled, and you're being privileged right now.
I'm not responsible for the way that men have probably mistreated you in the past.
Me? I'm a happily married woman. What are you talking about, baby? I'm 10 years next week, so no one has mistreated me. You've been disrespectful.
I love the fact that the kid just continued to scream during the video about a kid screaming in a restaurant. This is not a Chuck E. Cheese. This is not a McDonald's. This is some Vietnamese restaurant. They don't really tell you much about the restaurant itself. But this woman's in there with her 8-month-old, and the kid just does what kids do.
Yes, that's
Makes a lot of noise. It's annoying. It's a problem. It's something you don't want to deal with. This guy said, hey, look, man.
Well, that's not winning either.
Can you have your kid be quiet or take the kid out or whatever? Much like church, where you don't want to have be the embarrassing couple, get up and leave. Take the kid outside till it calms down.
It depends on what the resources were. Was she alone as the mom with a couple kids there, and she couldn't walk out with the kid for a while till it calms down? Or did she have a person with her?
Go figure. I don't have a lot of sympathy here because she's an influencer, right? So she's already got that label where you're trying to drum some stuff up so you can get some views on your videos, right?
Did she have someone with her who could stay and watch the table and
this
another
is near
child?
Atlanta. One customer complaining about her daughter's screams. Apparently he had sensitive ears, whatever that is. She said, I know it's loud, but he's an adult. He can leave, and he chooses not to. The man replied, you can learn to be respectful. The back and forth continuing. He at one point even said, look, the people that are in the restaurant don't want to hear you yelling and screaming about all this stuff. I'm just trying to get you to get your kid to quiet down.
They also don't want to hear you two fighting about it.
Right. The manager told this woman, I see you come in here a lot. I'm thankful, and every time you come here with your kids, I've never had a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
If she's a regular at the restaurant and they know her and they know she's not a problem and this is a one-off, like I said, if she's got another kid there and can't get up and walk out or...
By the way, the man left.
Yeah.
Other patrons comforted her, and just like I said about this whole thing about the influencer, the video now has over 6 million views. Mm-hmm. So you think that's working in her favor?
Was she taping or was he taping? Or were they both taping?
I think it was being taped by somebody else, but I'm not quite sure. Not all of the comments, however, in her favor. One person said, this is the top comment, over 7,000 likes on it, on her video. If you're in a restaurant and your baby starts screaming, you do the decent thing and get up and take the child outside and don't bother everyone else. Another person agreed, saying he's 100% right. Someone else said, I'm on his side. No one wants to hear that in a restaurant.
Like I said, if it's possible, that's a great option if that is possible.
Solution would be to...
It's not always possible.
Have a smoking, non-smoking section like we used to.
Babies crying section over here.
Maybe you want to deal like the planes, like all the stuff. Just give people the option. You want to be around screaming kids? You know, I paid my money just like you did. Mm-hmm. And my experience is to come in here and have a nice meal and enjoy my time, and I can't because you got this screaming kid. Maybe you can be in the section over there with a wall in between and some buffering and not interrupt me with your stupid 8-month-old child that won't stop screaming.
Kids suck. You also have to teach kids how to behave in certain situations, and that requires sometimes them misbehaving as they learn.
Well, do you get that kid hopped up on sugar and goofballs before you bring it out?
Well, it sounds like that they go there a lot, and it's never been a problem. So, bad day, I guess.
Bad news, happy music on Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. We'll get to our daily check-ins after Incubus.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com. Call.
Hello.
Email.
I tried emailing you.
Text. So many ways to check in with us. Check. We rely on you guys for traffic updates, requests, and all sorts of other stuff.
Check this out.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Hit the website, rockmornings.com, for all of our contact info. If you want to get in touch with us, you can listen to the show live on the website. Daily podcast is on there as well. New episodes each and every day. You can download the 95.7 The Rock app or the 92.9 The X app and get in touch with us that way as well with voicemails, images, videos. Let us know what you're up to. Talking about tacos earlier, National Taco Day, and of course my dislike of hot sauce came up. Colton texted in and said, Buzzards in New Albany puts buffalo sauce in their Bloodies. I will not have a Bloody. I usually don't drink Bloodies if I'm out and about. Because you can't trust them.
So even if you don't say,
I say not spicy. I always say not spicy.
Yeah.
But sometimes their mix is spicy. They don't make it from tomato juice. They make it from some sort of mix.
That already has a spice to it.
Right.
Yes.
And they don't register that. And that's fine. I mean, to each their own, but I'm just...
Because spicy is...
I got
Bloody
no
Mary,
time
spicy.
for that. I told you, we went to... What the hell was it? What was it? Surly? We went Surly up in Minneapolis, right? Or up in St. Paul a couple of years ago. And walked in. It was crazy in there. I think it was the day they released the Obama beer. It was like the end of the Obama administration, and they released a beer, and my wife wanted to try it. And so we go to Surly, and we get through the whole huge crowd. We find a couple of seats at the bar, and it's asses to elbows in there. It's nuts. And I sit down, and the bartender comes over, the beer tender, and I said, I looked at the menu real quick, and I said, give me a flight of all the stouts and porters that you got. And they came, and the first one had friggin' chili pepper in it. And what are you doing? Stop it. No one wants that. It's disgusting. It's gross. All right? I'm here for chocolatey, ashy, smoky deliciousness, not burn the back of my throat and ruin my day chili pepper in my beer. It's so stupid. Can't stand it.
Well, good thing that didn't leave a lasting impression on your mind.
I never think about it every time I see their can or their bottle in the store. I never think about that.
Accidentally peppered? Was that an accidental peppering for you?
I could have done a better job of reading the thing, but who thinks that they're putting chili peppers in?
They put all sorts of stuff in it now.
Yeah, they shouldn't.
Fruit.
They're fine. They're fine the way they are.
Veggies.
Who puts
baked meat? They put meat.
Bacon. Yeah, so start talking my language there. Doc texted in earlier, said black or green, it doesn't matter. All olives suck. So apparently he's on board with
He's on Team Hate Olives?
The team that hates olives for some reason. That's fine, because much like the pickle haters, I will eat the olive off your plate. It's a great symbiotic relationship my wife and I have whenever we go somewhere.
She doesn't like the pickle?
It's not that she doesn't like it. She just doesn't eat it for whatever reason. Because she eats pickles at home. And it's like, I don't even need to ask. I don't even need to wait. Sometimes you wait and you're like, are you going to eat that pickle? No, it's right. It's an unspoken agreement.
Just reach in there and grab it.
Hell yeah. I always reach in there and grab it. Pickles. I would do the same with olives.
Well, we're surrounded by olive haters.
Apparently. Who knew?
I did not know. He brought in Bloodies last week and did the thing with it.
Well, there were.
There were olives, yeah.
Not for him.
Well, obviously.
Strange. Thank you very much for the correspondence. Always good to hear from you guys. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. We'll talk to you tomorrow.